Welcome back to the Sunday School lesson.
We're so glad you could be here with us today. Today, our story is going to be called The Parable of the 10 Bridesmaids. Do you even know what a bridesmaid is?
No.
Somebody that's in a wedding. And a long time ago, they would have weddings. And all these bridesmaids are the friends of the bride. And the bride is normally the girl in the wedding, right? So these bridesmaids are going to be with the bride. And they're going to be celebrating some things. But this is a story that Jesus told us that really means talking about being ready for something. So, have you ever been camping before?
Yes.
What do you think are some things that you might want to take with you if you were going to go camping?
Tent, water, and food.
Okay, now imagine there was a big rush and you didn't get to take everything with you and like you forgot your tent. How would that make you feel?
Bad, because then you'd have to sleep uncomfortable.
So, would you think like if you got there and you realized you didn't have your tent, would you feel like you were really ready to stay camping?
No.
Oh, probably not. So we're going to read this story today. The 10 bridesmaids. And remember, it's all about being ready for something. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Jesus told a story about getting ready. 10 bridesmaids ran down the road holding their lamps to light the way. "The groom is coming," they shouted excitedly. But the groom was late, and they had to wait. "We are so tired," said the bridesmaids. And the 10 bridesmaids closed their eyes. Why did they have to have lamps like that?
Because there was no electricity back then.
They didn't have any electricity, and they had these little lamps they had to carry around. They didn't have flashlights. They didn't have anything. And it was nighttime. And what happened to the bridesmaids? Eventually they fell asleep. They were so tired. Okay, would you like to read right here?
Later, there was a shout. "He's here!" 5 bridesmaids jumped up and poured oil in their lamps to keep them burning.
Oh, so maybe they put them out for a little while, and then these bridesmaids poured some more in so their lamp would keep going, right? But the other 5 bridesmaids forgot to bring extra oil for their lamps. "Give us some of your oil," they told the first 5 bridesmaids. "Sorry, there's not enough for everyone," they replied. What do you think about that? That's not very kind, is it? 5 happy bridesmaids ran down the road to the wedding, leaving 5 sad bridesmaids who couldn't go. And Jesus said, can you say it in a loud voice?
"I'm coming to meet you again. Be ready for me to come, whenever it may be."
Oh, so this is a story about the 10 bridesmaids. They were all with their friend going to get married. The groom was coming to meet them, which is normally the boy, right? He was going to come meet them, but it was at nighttime because they didn't know when to expect people. They didn't have text messages. They didn't have phones. They couldn't call to say when they were on their way, right? So these girls had been waiting all day long and even into the night. And how many was it that forgot to extra oil?
5.
5 bridesmaids forgot the extra oil. And the other 5 were like, sorry, we already filled ours. We don't have any more for you. Well, it doesn't seem very kind, does it? But the story really today is talking about being ready. Do you think those 5 bridesmaids should have had oil with them?
Yes.
They should have. They should have been prepared, right? But unfortunately, they weren't. And then Jesus, at the end, what did he say again? Can you read it for us?
"I'm coming to meet you again. Be ready for me to come whenever it may be."
Oh, so be ready for Jesus to come. What are some things that we need to do to be prepared for Jesus to come? What do you think is something we could do? We could read
The Bible.
our Bible. That would be important to read the Bible. What else do you think we could do to be ready for Jesus? We could pray for ourselves and for other people. Maybe we could also, show kindness and be kind to others. Like make sure we're sharing and showing God's love, right? So how about we make a craft today to remind ourselves on how we can be ready for Jesus when he comes. Are you ready? Okay. Can you show us what materials we're going to need today?
You need paper and markers.
Oh, perfect. That's it. That's really easy, right? So with our markers, what should we draw on our paper?
A lamp.
A lamp, kind of like an old lamp. Have you ever seen one of those old lamps where you put oil in it? A lot of times we see them at Mount Vernon where you can put the light, use the candle and light it. Well, here's our picture of our lamp, an old decorated lamp, right? Now, I think we should write some things on here though, shouldn't we? So let's grab a marker and let's write on our paper. Maybe we should write something like, be ready. Would that be okay? Let's put that really big. Be ready, because remember, Jesus in the story, he said, I'm coming to meet you again. Be ready for me to come whenever it may be. And so as soon as we write be ready, let's put an exclamation point. Maybe we could use our marker and write a few things that we could do to be ready. So here are some of the ideas we talked about, right? So let's go ahead and put something like that, what we could do to be ready for Jesus to come. Because in this story, this parable, remember a parable is a story that Jesus would tell us so we could learn a lesson, right? And so he was saying way back when he was alive, when they had weddings, they would come and celebrate in the street. And the groom would come and meet the bride at her house, and then they would walk in the street all the way to their wedding party. And sometimes it had to be at night, and sometimes they had to have those lamps. And if you didn't have the oil in your lamp, that meant there was no light. And that meant you couldn't walk down the street. It might be unsafe to do so. So in this story, Jesus is trying to tell those people, you've got to be ready no matter what. You need to be ready for me to come, and you need to be ready to help. So let's see what you did. Oh, tell us what you wrote on there. Here, I'll hold it for you so you can see.
Be ready. Pray. Read the Bible. Be kind. Share. Welcome others.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, where could we put this to remind us to be ready all the time? Where do you think you could put this to remind yourself?
In my room.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or in the bathroom or somewhere nearby where you're always walking by, right? And this would be a good reminder to us to be ready. And what are we being ready for? Is this teaching us about being ready to go camping? No, this is talking about being ready for when Jesus comes to see us, right? And when he comes to meet us. So, I think our memory verse for this week, let's read this. It comes from the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 13. And it says, keep awake, therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour. So that means be ready. Are you ready? What do you think? We've got a few things we've got to take care of, right? But I know we are going to be ready when Jesus comes. Thank you for meeting with us today, and we will see you next.
Hi friends, back again. I'm Miss Laura.
And I'm Ashley.
We're going to sing a song today, and we're going to do something a little different. You might not know this, but I actually sing in church with the worship band, with Mr. Andreas and everybody else. And our song this week is one that we really like and we've been singing. So we thought it would be fun to share it with you guys. It's really short, and if you listen to it, you'll be able to go back and watch the church service and see the band sing it and sing along with us. Isn't that fun? Okay, so the song is really short and really fun, and it's called Let It Rise. I will sing the whole song now so you know what it sounds like. Then we'll teach a line at a time to Alice and to you, and then we'll come back and sing it all together as a group. Is that good?
Sure.
All right.
And also there's a game called Among Us.
That's right. And it has Among Us in it. So, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the King rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, 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 let it rise. Oh, 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 let it rise. That's the song. That's the whole thing, and we're singing that with the band this week.
What is that?
Well, that's the second verse. Let's work on the first one first. So I'll sing the first line, and Alice,
No.
you know, you'll copy me. So I'm going to sing the first line. Ready? Can you copy me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let the glory of the Lord
Let the glory of the Lord
rise among us.
rise among us.
Same thing again. Let the glory of the Lord
Let the glory of the Lord
rise among us.
rise among us.
Let the praises of the King
Let the praises of the King
rise among us. Let it rise.
rise among us. Let it rise.
Oh, 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 let it rise.
Oh, let it rise.
Oh, 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 let it rise.
Oh, let it rise.
That's awesome. There's another verse that comes after that where we're just going to change it a little bit, but let's do the first verse first. So we say, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the King rise among us. Are you ready to sing the whole first verse? Let's do it. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of the King rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. There's a second verse. It's just the same. We're just going to change literally 2 words, just 2 words. We're going to say, let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the joy of the King rise among us. Let it rise. You want to do the second verse with me?
Sure.
All right, we're going to sing the second verse all together as a group. Ready?
Okay.
Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the songs of the Lord rise among us. Let the joy of the King rise among us. Let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Do you think we should sing the whole song together? Both verses together?
Oh, how about I say the rise among us?
She wants to do it as a call and response. We did that last week. So I will sing the first line and Alice will do rise among us. And you can sing with me, you can sing with Alice, or you can sing the whole song. So let's just try it that way. That sounds fun. Ready? Let the glory of the Lord
Rise among us.
let the glory of the Lord
Rise among us.
let the praises of the King
Rise among us. Let it rise.
everyone. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. Songs. Let the songs of the Lord
Rise among us.
let the songs of the Lord
Rise among us.
let the joy of the King
Rise among us. Let it rise.
everyone. Oh, let it rise. Oh, let it rise. That was great. Was that fun? Yeah, so you can, if you like the song, you can ask your parents to dial up the recording of the church service this week, and the band is going to play it toward the end, and you can actually hear all of us sing it, and the congregation will sing with us, and you can join. So I hope that's fun for you, something different this week. What do you think? Excellent. So we'll see you next week, friends. Bye.
Bye bye.